Oh my god!
You'll keep Maya?
You...
Did you wear your own cologne tonight?
No.
I see why you continue to come over here.
I'm in it for the cologne.
God damn. Hi friends, and welcome back to...
What?!
the podcast. I'm Aubriana.
I'm Jason.
I'm Becca.
And I'm Austin.
And on this week's episode, we are doing Reddit posts, Am I the Asshole? Actually, Am I the Devil?
Yes.
Which they do derive from Am I the Asshole? So
and
Am I...
subreddits.
Yeah, Am I the Devil is just a subreddit that people post to, like, of stories that, people are literally so terrible they're considered the devil. So it's pretty much shared to this subreddit to see if people agree or not.
So if you want to find this, search r/Am I the Devil on Reddit. We are not stealing this content. We're using it. It's on a public forum as entertainment purposes only. Who's reading first?
Jason.
Ew, that was weak, and it tastes like peppers.
That was a weak one. Okay. Am I the asshole for using my sister-in-law's garden flowers in my wedding bouquet? Jeez. One of you snitches posted it to a group, shaming weddings, showed me the screenshot, I found the group, and have a mutual friend on it. Roses grow back, succulents are €2 in grocery stores. But my life, my human life, could be over. You've all left a strain on my beautiful memory over cheap plants. I, however, am going on vacation tonight. When I am back, I will be buying some grocery succulents for my sister-in-law, who told me, no, it's fine, via private message. When I asked if she wanted me to buy her some, so all your call-outs are no good. I am not the cold person you frame me as. I love my sister, and I am heartbroken I crossed a boundary.
Wait, was that the original post?
I could give you a summary of the original post because I listened to this the other day.
Oh, really?
So basically, they were like watching the sister-in-law's house, and she literally went and like cut her roses and used the succulents, and people damaged the succulents at the wedding, and she didn't have any roses because she took them all.
Oh my god.
And
While they were house sitting?
Yeah.
So that'd be like if we went over to my mom's and cut all her flowers if she had, like, flowers instead of tomatoes. Okay, so the TDLR of the story was that they stole all the flowers from this lady's house, and she was upset.
And succulents.
Yeah. And succulents, which succulents are pretty cheap, but, like, they're very easy to, like, regrow, but they don't grow quickly. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to replant, and hopefully it grows roots, and it'll regrow as a plant.
Ours are on crack.
It also sounded like she was planning on giving the succulents back.
Yeah.
But then they were damaged at the wedding.
Yeah.
I'd still be pissed.
Yeah, you don't touch other people's property without permission.
And don't act like you borrowed my succulents but you didn't even ask me.
And I don't think it's nice to be like, oh, they were $2 succulents.
Right?
We buy certain plants that are super cheap. We literally got ones from garage sales, and they're still important to me. Like, I've given so many clippings away to people, and I'm sure that they still enjoy them. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean someone wants you to just steal them.
I forgot one other thing. When she came back, she was, like, in school out of town or something. Mm-hmm. When she came back, she just stayed at the hotel with all the other guests instead of going back to her house, so she didn't know until after the wedding.
Oh my gosh, these are such pretty flowers. Thanks, they're from your garden.
Right, they're literally from your house.
Bitch.
I would be so offended. I don't know if there's, like, laws when it comes to flowers and stuff, but I know there's a tree law.
Tree law!
So if anybody ever cuts your trees down on your property, there's a literal tree law where they have to pay, like, if it's an older tree, they literally have to repay to get it replanted for, and I've seen court cases, like, we've heard on, like, $500,000 for someone to replant people's trees. Some states have really strong tree laws, so if you're, I know California is one, I'm pretty sure. So if you live in a state and someone with your trees, look it up.
Tree law.
Hire a lawyer.
There is a subreddit that's #tree law.
Yeah. Anyway, we listen to too many Reddit stories.
You are the asshole.
Oh, yeah. I think we all can agree that you're the asshole. You are next.
Me? Is my 30 male girlfriend, 27 female, selfish for not letting me sleep with a girl I met during an open phase?
It sounds like somebody I know.
6 months ago, I brought up the idea of trying an open relationship with my girlfriend. We'd been together for 3 years, and while I loved her deeply, part of me felt like I'd missed out on something sexual, since she was my first and only girlfriend, while she had many exes. Ew.
Shade.
If you feel like you're missing out, ask your girlfriend to do whatever you feel like you're missing out on. Weirdo. I didn't want to wake up one day at 45 and have regrets. She was shaken and asked me if I was unhappy with her. I said no, that I loved her, that it wasn't about us. I gave her every reassurance I could think of. After a week of long conversations, hesitation, she said she was open to trying it, with rules. 6 months only, no catching feelings, no mutual friends, protection always, and no lying. She seemed a bit reluctant, but said she'd accept it if we absolutely respected those rules. I was excited and grateful that she agreed. At first, nothing really happened. She went on with her normal life. I was swiping, chatting, getting nowhere. Then one Friday night, she told me she was going out with some friends from work. She came back late, like 1 a.m. The next day, she told me she hooked up with a guy she met through a coworker. Yes, girl.
Mm-hmm. Slay bitch.
And this isn't me saying that because I don't think the guy should be able to do it too. But, like, the fact that she was the one reluctant and didn't want to do it, and she's the one that hooked up first.
Yeah.
This is gonna turn into a double standard thing, isn't it?
Oh, probably.
Oh, I'm sure.
You lost?
Yeah. The next day, she told me she hooked up with a guy she met through a coworker. It just kind of happened. She said it felt strange, but okay. I tried to act cool, supportive, even as I didn't want her to feel uncomfortable and end it prematurely. I'm sorry, the way this guy uses commas is driving me insane.
Some of the way y'all type on Reddit.
You don't need that many commas.
It's your fault, not ours.
From then on, like it literally is from then on, comma. From then on, she got more active. The next week, she was already seeing someone from her gym. She wasn't secretive about it. She told me when or where she'd go. I tried harder using all the dating apps, going to bars, even signed up for salsa classes, but I just didn't click with anyone.
Salsa classes.
The most random shit.
I had a few dates, but none went anywhere. No nothing. Meanwhile, she met more guys, coming back later more often. I figured she was on Tinder too as I saw her profile while swiping. Eventually, she stopped telling me who or where. She'd just send me "don't wait up" text, and I understood. Time went by and it became a routine. I started losing hope while she continued seeing people. She didn't flaunt or anything. She just wasn't around as much. She also stopped texting me when she was out. One weekend, she didn't come back until Sunday night and just casually said it was easier to stay over. No apology. I won't lie, it stung. By the end of the 6 months, she had slept with multiple guys, some flings, some regulars, and I still hadn't slept with anyone, not even a kiss. I'm finding it really hard to feel bad for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This was your idea, remember? Mm-hmm. But then finally I met someone promising on Hinge. She was cute, fun, we went on a coffee date. She even accepted the open relationship thing. She seemed genuinely into me, and for the first time in half a year, I felt that kind of spark again. She had a seminar abroad, but she invited me over for a weekend when she comes back, except that weekend was a couple weeks after the 6-month agreement ended. I thought it was no big deal, so I asked my girlfriend if we could extend the open relationship just a little for me to explore this one chance I have. Since she got to explore so many, I wasn't asking for another 6 months, just a bit more time. But to my surprise, she refused. She said she understands and that it's frustrating for me, but we already agreed on a time limit and I don't get to change the rules now. I said yeah, but I finally found someone after 6 months. I just needed a little more time to follow through, and it's unfair for her to have had so many experiences while I didn't have any. I just didn't want to walk away from this whole thing empty-handed, but she said no, insisting that we agreed on rules, and she made us delete the apps.
Love
that. You did.
Love that.
Now the open relationship's over and we're back to being exclusive. She's acting like everything is normal, but I feel used and bitter. It was your idea!
It's not her fault you don't got game.
Used?
I can't stop thinking about all the nights I was alone in bed while she was out getting attention and now that I finally found someone, she says it's over. After getting everything she wanted out of it, I can't help but think the situation is unfair and she's being selfish. Honey, you were not satisfied. You opened the relationship. You failed to find anyone else. She followed the rules, had fun, and now the relationship's closed.
She was a boss.
Right, it's not her fault that she found people. Like, he literally said, she didn't even think about me when I was laying alone in bed. This was your idea to open the relationship.
Like,
so
he wanted to be in her position.
he was just jealous.
Mm-hmm.
And that swap spots. You're out there sleeping with whoever, whenever. She's not sleeping with anybody. But then the relationship is closed and now she wants to sleep with somebody. How would you feel? You would tell her no.
Yeah, and I bet you wouldn't be thinking about her laying in bed alone.
Exactly.
It's just, yeah, he was just mad because he didn't get any.
Boo-hoo, bitch. She slayed.
I just think that just shows how either, and I don't think it has anything to do with looks, it's probably more personality. She's probably just a nice person. And he's probably bitter and angry and, like, came across gross to people.
Mm-hmm.
And he just couldn't connect to anybody. Because he probably just kept thinking, like, oh, my wife's already people. Like, what did you expect?
I actually really like that story.
Mm-hmm.
Ha ha ha. It took you 6 months to find even a slim chance of getting it from somewhere else. Let that sink in. How you got a girlfriend at all is a miracle. This relationship is over. Once you look at it in terms of keeping score, there's no coming back. That's it. That's what, like, gave me the ick right away is he's like, she's been with other people. I haven't. Like,
Yeah, that's
who the
dumb.
fuck cares?
I really hate that mindset.
Once you look at your partner and think about what you could be missing, there's no coming back. 6 months and you couldn't even get kissed. Does that tell you something, genius? Yeah, I think for a lot of it, like, looking at your partner and, like, comparing your numbers and how much experience you have is so weird. If you want, like, and this is not me talking down on open relationships that work. This was not that. You wanted to go and sleep with another girl, but you weren't looking for anything extra except to have with somebody else. But why couldn't, if you were feeling inexperienced, why couldn't you have asked her to try more things? Like, she didn't want an open relationship, and now you're mad that the open relationship went better for her than it did for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not her fault. And you agreed to the terms.
Boo-hoo.
I just think sometimes, like, I've heard so many different stories in the same scenario. Either the guy fell like in love or lust with somebody at work and they wanted to just, like, that person, and then their wife goes out and goes with tons of different people and they get so jealous. It's like, this was what you wanted. It's nobody's fault that they got more than you, other than you. Like, clearly he didn't try hard enough.
Don't start.
What you wanted.
Mother.
Sounding a little bitter.
Honey.
That's your own damn problem.
If we ever opened our relationship, we would actually talk about it. And if it depends, like, you have to literally talk about it. You can't just be like, yeah, we're gonna open a relationship for 6 months. And they clearly had, like, certain boundaries, but not when it comes to the people. I guess he seemed weird. Maybe make a limit, but did you not think about that because you thought you'd be getting as much, if not more, than her?
I do also think it's really up to push somebody into having an open relationship. To,
Yeah.
like, bribe them with, oh, it'll only be this long, or, oh, we can have ground rules, or, like, you literally had to talk this out over a week because she did not want to do it.
He deserved it then.
Yeah, you're the asshole.
Yep.
Yeah. You agree?
Come
Al,
on,
how do
Al.
you feel?
He's an asshole.
And I don't feel a single bit bad for you.
No.
I think you thought that people were going to read that post and feel bad for you.
Right? Him.
Sometimes when you're, like, reading Reddit stories, you can tell they're really trying to, like, mold it to where they sound
they
better.
look good.
Yeah. Play victim and...
I was laying in bed alone.
Oh my god. Had to be touching me. And so, like... oh my god.
Sorry. I picked this one partly because my husband does contracting projects. So, am I the asshole for not giving a fuck about how my husband feels? My husband did $100,000 worth of work for my grandparents for free, meaning they only paid for materials and zero labor. He's a construction worker, and so it was hard work by himself. My husband is willing to do the work in exchange of abandoning our highly expensive apartment to staying at my grandparents' house. My grandparents said they're willing to give the section of the house that we built, plus the room closest to us, for $600 a month. My husband is huffing and puffing because he believes he should be able to stay there for free for the amount of work that he did. Also, we're only planning on staying there for 10 months so we can save money to buy land on the beach and then we're long gone. So let me explain what he did so you guys can properly assess the situation. He re-roofed 1,800 square feet of the house, demolished 600 square feet of the home, and rebuilt it from the ground up. For the 600 square feet he built, he had to add a bathroom, install the toilet, tub, vanity, plumbing, AC, electricity, breaker, 10 electrical sockets, 4 windows, 2 doors, tiling and trims. The whole place is extremely luxurious. So I so desperately want to show you a picture of the place before, but to maintain confidentiality, I can't. I'm telling him $600 is a huge steal, but he keeps saying for the amount of work he did, it should be free. What do y'all think?
I'm sorry, wait, it's $100,000 worth of work. I pay $12,000 a year to live in the house I live in. Mm-hmm. They're only planning to live there for 10 months.
It should just be free.
It should be free.
There is an edit. So my grandparents do not speak English. They are from a different country and have been in this country for over 40 years. I don't think they know any better because they're used to people doing work for them for little to nothing. They don't really know the value of these things, literally. Their house is not paid off and they struggle to pay the bills because they accidentally signed a piece of paper that prolonged the mortgage and increased the monthly payment. They also live in Florida, and so the electricity bill is on another level. My grandma is highly disabled and has to do dialysis 4 times a week, and my grandpa has to do every single thing for her, so they're unable to work. Even when my grandparents used to work, and take care of 7 of us, they were only getting paid $4 an hour. The money they got to get all this work done was from insurance because the house was in such bad condition, not because they're rich. We bring in way more money than our grandparents, to the point where we are saving over $4,000 a month after bills and leisure. He was doing other jobs while doing my grandparents, so he made a few extra grand from other jobs while doing my grandparents' job. Also, we have a 1-year-old and another child on the way, so it's not just me and my husband. I've been on bed rest because of this pregnancy, and if it wasn't for them cooking all of our meals and babysitting the baby, we would lose our minds. This is the perspective I'm looking from. Is it wrong?
Yes.
I think so too. That's just, how can you charge them rent after doing all like that? He literally built an addition. He did all that by himself.
I get so irritated because people look Danny doesn't have a lot of family that looks at him as free labor, and that's how it should be. If you love your family, you should be paying for their services because you want to support their business. And if you cannot pay, they should get to stay there for free. That's crazy. $100,000 worth of work that he didn't have to do. They could have hired a contractor with the money from insurance. That's what the insurance money was for. But you chose not to. You chose to exploit your son-in-law or grandson-in-law or whatever. And now all he asked for in return was to get to stay there and get out of their apartment until they buy a house. And you wanted to pay $600 a month?
Fuck that.
After doing $100,000 worth of work to your house?
For free.
By himself.
I don't think the wife gets an opinion on this either. She didn't do the work.
Right.
I will say I understand her perspective of, the grandparents are helping with, meals and watching the baby, but that doesn't equivalent, $100,000 worth of work.
Okay, so
Plus, they'd have to pay.
Buy the groceries for the house, maybe pay, the electric bill or
Right.
something.
Right.
But to charge them rent?
And even, I do get, she's saying they have $4,000 a month after everything they do, but if they want to actually buy good property in Florida, I'm assuming they're going to need a good stack. So it just seems silly. If you want to help your grandparents, help them, but you shouldn't have to pay rent. That's the point behind it. There shouldn't be some, if you're staying here, you're going to give me $600 a month. Because I have a feeling they'd probably pay that and still pay for the food, and still pay bills, and still do something else. It's just kind of shitty. We stayed with my parents for free for 3 months. Mm-hmm. And you only dated me for 3 months before that.
Yeah, that was fine.
I just think, family or not, you shouldn't expect free labor.
Yeah.
And then on top of all that free labor, you're asking for more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do think
you're the asshole.
Yeah.
You're the asshole.
You should advocate more for your husband than your grandparents in this situation.
And I think it's
okay
appreciate
to him.
Yeah. I think it's okay to want to help your grandparents, but what he just did was helping them more than they'll ever be helped. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to say, too, though, your bullshit at the end, the edit, is bullshit to me, because your title is, Am I the Asshole for Not Giving a about how my husband feels? But you literally don't care how he feels. That's how
Right.
you started. And then at the end, you're like, well, they actually do so much for me. It's like, yeah, you're saying that because people gave you probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the explanation, okay, y'all have listened to us read Reddit stories for a minute now. Her explanation of why she thinks they might be the asshole, not taking my husband's reaction seriously because it's mean. Goodbye, you're an asshole.
You dumb, stupid bitch. An asshole.
$100,000 is a lot of money.
Again, that's like 5-10 years worth of rent.
Yeah.
Alright. Am I the asshole for leaving the hospital after my husband called for his mom instead of me?
Interesting.
My husband, 31, was in the hospital for a surgery that involved anesthesia. His mom came to wait with me there, but didn't speak to me because we have been having some minor disagreements. She offered me coffee, but I declined politely. Hours after the surgery, we were told only one person goes into the room for the day since he was still under anesthesia. From what I understood, he woke up calling for his mom. The nurse asked for his mom to go in, and she did. I was irritated and felt like all this waiting and stressing out got ignored. The nurse told me that he was still not fully awake and was repeatedly calling for his mom spontaneously. She was basically hinting that I shouldn't get worked up over a natural reaction from my husband, but I couldn't help but feel irked. I wanted to go home, so I left 10 minutes later. His mom called saying she got out of the room after I left so I could get time with him, but instead I couldn't wait and went home. She said that was not okay, and I flew off the handle for no reason. I said that her son acted like I wasn't there, but she said that he cannot be blamed for something that he can't control, and I'm just being unfair to him and putting blame on him because of a disagreement between her and I. I cut the conversation short after I sensed that she somehow blamed me for being unacknowledged and ignored. Her husband texted later saying I'm being hostile over nothing and that I should focus on my husband's health instead of acting petty. But I don't think I did anything that qualifies as petty.
Girl, you are being dramatic. He is under anesthesia.
I love that.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of the videos of how people react waking up from anesthesia?
Those are my favorite videos.
Some people don't even remember their girlfriend is their girlfriend.
Yeah.
I love the ones that are when they wake up and they're like...
You're hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like... My favorite anesthesia reaction videos are the ones where they wake up and they're like, you're hot, and then...
I have a girlfriend or I have a
right.
wife.
And they're like, I am your wife. And he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, all that to say, he's coming off of anesthesia and you're being that dramatic. You're making his recovery about you.
Yeah, that sounds like some insecurity, because when I had my gallbladder surgery, that's the first person I wanted was my mom when I woke up.
Right?
It's just
Well,
normal.
like those instances where they're like, wait, you're my girlfriend, you're my wife? Like, you don't remember everything about your life as soon as you wake up, so God forbid they remember somebody they've known their entire lives before they remember somebody that they're dating.
Especially if y'all were fighting before he went under.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain's really not going to want someone you were fighting with.
well, I think she was fighting with the mother-in-law.
Oh. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Whoa!
I'm keeping that scream in this episode for sure.
I love that. We have a guest. She's shocking herself. Did we all talk about your story? Did we all agree?
Yeah, I feel like you were being a petty bitch.
Yeah, I think you're insecure about somebody's mom.
And I think it's totally valid to be a petty bitch sometimes, but like, not when your husband's in the hospital,
Yeah.
waking up from anesthesia from a surgery.
And to
And
leave
not
within 10 minutes?
And not because you're jealous of his mom.
Right. Like, that's the time where you suck it up.
Yeah.
The family reunion is the time where you address it.
Sounds like she needs some anesthesia.
Probably.
Yeah.
Take a nap.
Give me that laughing gas.
Yeah, you the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
Asshole.
Well, okay, question for everybody. Do we all feel like those all belonged on Am I the Devil?
Yes.
No.
Well,
I don't think yours did.
I think yours did. I think yours did.
Mine did for sure.
I don't think yours did.
Yours, I just think the person, I don't know if they're the devil, I just think they're an asshole.
True. Yeah, I think personally mine and hers definitely belonged on Emma the Devil.
Yeah.
His was like borderline.
Yeah, yours was, I do think yours was. Can you imagine, like,
Right.
stealing someone's flowers and stuff?
While they're out of town.
And to just, like, and to be weird about replacing them. I think that's what made it even more. Because you're like, I'll replace the $2 succulents for you.
Well, and also, it just shows that she's only taking accountability because the internet called her out.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, yours is still, I just don't know if they're the devil fully, but they're definitely selfish.
I'm the devil.
Thanks for watching.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Comment below what your opinions are on the stories we covered today. And we will see you next time.
What?
And on this week, what?
Exactly.
No, that's Becca.
Is
I burped and it tastes like broccoli. Ew.